Now, I really hope you guys enjoyed all that progress, because for the next 30 minutes, there is going to be no progress at all. This is the point in the game where it becomes balls to the wall hard. Now, I asked myself, on camera, I'm pretty sure of it, why this game is so hard. Like, when I first asked for a game to play, and got this game, it was because I was looking for a hard game to play. A masochistic one, in fact. Well, this is the point of the game where I now understand why they gave me this game when I asked for masochistic, because up until now it seemed pretty standard. It's a pretty good platformer, and even now I still think it's a good platformer. It's just, this is the part of the game where it just becomes, oh my god, it just becomes dickish. So, here we are in this chamber with 3 tiny platforms over a bunch of lava, and I'm pretty sure both you and I can see exactly what I have to do here. I gotta jump on the spheres. Now, reasonably, this is where you first realize you can jump on spheres, so if you're going back to stage 10, there's definitely some spheres you could have rode on that stage that would have made it a little easier. Unfortunately, it takes me a while to figure out that you have to super bounce to get onto this first set of spheres, after which every other set, well, you can pretty much just jump on, but okay, there we go. And I have yet to get the timing right. Oh god, this is going to be a long 30 minutes, I'm just going to say it right now, because it's not so much that finding out what you have to do is hard, it's just, well, once I get started, you're going to see just how bad this is. Like, right now, I'm willing to say this is just me being really stupid with the controls and maybe even a little impatient, as shown right there. You see, the timing on these spheres is delicate enough to where you really do have to kind of have your jumps timed just right. So there is a little bit of memory to it, a little bit of precision, quite a bit of precision, in fact. I really don't like this part of the game for this reason alone. Oh look, I did it again. How wonderful. Oh, and look at this. It's one of the most useful moves in the game. Holding up. Which pulls out this invisibility cloak. Which, believe it or not, allows you to dodge pretty much every single attack in the game. This is, I would like to say, required for the final boss. I won't spoil anything right now, but let's just say I would be in a world of hurt if I had not learned about that move. And the thing is, I kind of forget about it for a while as well. You see, the thing is, you don't really get any instruction that the move is there. And even if you do, then, well, you just forget about it pretty quickly, because it's usually you can just platform your way through most of this stuff. So there you go, in any case, we're climbing these spheres again, and slowly kind of cheating my way up, and as you kind of saw there, I passed through one of the spearheads. In fact, I passed through 2 spearheads. You see, I like to kind of call this chamber the Chamber of Glitches, because sometimes these spheres kind of do things that, based on the AI of, like, some of the other spheres, shouldn't happen. Like, as you see, and whenever you touch the head of a sphere, reasonably you should take damage. And that's been the case for, like, these first few spheres here. However, apparently once you get above a certain point, the sphere heads just don't seem to be doing damage anymore. I don't know if that's something programmed in, or if that's an actual glitch. But, to one extent, it does make it easier to make some of the jumps after, like, the first 3 or 4 spheres. I'm really trying to hope that it's just an intentional glitch, because this thing gets really hard. I wouldn't say really fast, but it's hard. I'm not even going to say it gets hard. It is hard. Because we've only been scraping the bottom of the barrel of crap here, and look at that! There's another glitch right there. I fall through the sphere! I don't just pass through the head, I pass through the whole front half of the sphere. I suppose that's a little bit better than the Japanese version, where sometimes I would instead take damage from touching the sphere, period. Even the part that's supposed to be safe. What the hell? Well, Unfortunately, this is the part where you have to just get yourself a soda or a nice big cup of coffee and take it nice and slow and try not to get too frickin' angry at this place. Because trust me, you will spend forever here. All because you missed one sphere and fall all the way to the bottom. And trust me, it happens more often than you think. Once you get the pattern down, it's not as bad, but it's still bad. It's horrible, in fact. And it gets worse, too. Tell me, go ahead and start placing your bets. How many spheres do you think there are in this chasm? I've already shown at least 6, maybe 7. How many do you think there actually are, though? How many spheres do you think I actually have to climb up? Place your bets. You got maybe 5 minutes before I get fed up and give the answer, so 5 minutes and counting. So, on an unrelated note, I really hate post-commentary. Especially when I'm playing a game blind like this, because I pretty much said all there is to say within the first 5 minutes of this stage. Well, I mean, there's still more to show, but I'm going to wait until we actually get to those parts, and I don't want to cut out anything, because I want you guys to actually sit here and watch every minute of me suffer. Because that was kind of the original intention, is just to say, here I am playing this game, watch me fail at it. No, that wasn't quite the idea I had in mind, but, you know, because I lost the original commentary, you're going to have to suffer in place of myself. It's, I don't know, that's probably still not quite the way I'm intending it to come out, but the idea is, you guys need to see just how horrible this place is. Like, okay, look at this. I've got the pattern down now. So you're probably thinking, oh, it's going to end any second now. No, it keeps on going. And going. And going. And going. And you better hope I don't miss a sphere here, because this is a freaking long fall if you do. Oh, and look at that. I passed through a sphere again. And now I've missed one. Fucking A. This is why this is such a bad chamber. Because if you either miss a sphere or glitch through a sphere, you have to start all over. It's... Look at that. It happened again. So can you see why I really hate this chamber? It feels like it's less broken in the Japanese version, in all honesty, because I don't notice that passing through the sphere glitch as often. But, all the same, it's broken. And that equals bad programming. Or bad playtesting, take your pick. It doesn't really matter. The fact is, this is just horrible how this is happening, and it shouldn't. And there's one other glitch I'm hoping we get to soon enough. And it is... The thing is, it's a glitch that makes the chamber impossible. You have to die in order to correct it. And I'm not sure when exactly it happens here. I know it happens at least once in this recording. But there's a glitch that makes the whole thing impossible to do. But I'll hold my tongue for now until it comes up. Hopefully it'll come up soon, though, because otherwise I'll forget about it. So, there's just going to be a lot of fail while I try to get past the first few spheres and get the pattern down again. Again, the pattern isn't hard to get, it's really easy to screw it up. All it takes is one little glitch, or one accidental landing on a spearhead, and you kind of screwed yourself. Or jumping right into the spheres, that's even more helpful. No, it's not. God damn it. Seriously, it pains me just to sit here, watch my old footage, and commentate back over it. It's not so much the fact that I'm having to make up footage, it's the fact that I have to watch myself fail. Over and over. Again. Frickin' A. Oh, hey, look. I think this might be... No, maybe not. I don't know. I'll be sure here in a sec there. In a sec, this could be the situation where it's a no-win climb. We'll just have to wait and see. Is it? It's Sort of. No, it's not. It's not the same thing. It's... You also have maybe 5 minutes or so to guess what exactly I'm looking for here that could constitute a possible glitch that could break the entire chamber. You have some time for that as well. You know, speaking of time, I think we're at about 5 minutes past when I said place your bets on how many spheres there are. Well, I think it's about time we go ahead and reveal the answer. So, did you guess 19 spheres? Because if you did, congratulations, you have won the grand prize of abso-frickin-lutely nothing. All the same, though, that's how many spheres there are here. You have to climb 19 spheres to reach the top of the room, and it is just disgusting. Like, again, once you get the pattern, it's not bad. It's just the fact that you could easily miss a jump, you could glitch through the sphere, like I think I just did there, like, 10 seconds ago again. It's just... It's ridiculous. You kind of really have to, like, hang closer to the back end of the sphere, otherwise you pass through it and fall all the way back down. I'm seriously not going to let go of this. This is really broken. This is how badly broken this is that I just get completely screwed whenever it happens. It's lucky if I land on a platform after that. If you get high enough in the chamber, you might get lucky enough to land on another sphere, but you still have to climb all the way back up and pass through another sphere. I think this is the point in the video, in fact, where I completely lost my frickin' mind. I actually raged right here. With a much louder voice and with a lot of yelling. Lots of yelling. And somehow I kind of glitched the game there. Well, it's not really a glitch. It's like you can sometimes shortcut up a row if you do a super bounce just right. But for the most part, I tend to avoid it. Because you can screw yourself pretty easily. Oh, and hey, look, it's an enemy. And in trying to avoid the enemy, I die on the enemy. And you know what the best part was? The end of the level was right there at the very top. You could see the platforms I had to jump on. I am literally foaming at the mouth right now as I am saying all this. Because this is literally one of the worst levels in the game. And just having to watch all this is pissing me off all over again. I would curse very loudly right now, except I made a promise to myself I wouldn't do it. No, not with this commentary, no. I want to at least try to have some dignity with this, even in post-commentary. But we all know that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So, here we are climbing this giant column of spheres again. I got the pattern down, but as you can imagine, this is nowhere near the end of the stage. Because as I said, this takes me a whole 30 minutes just to get through. This takes me a whole frickin' 30 minutes. God damn it. Ugh. And I really don't know what the worst part is. I don't know if it's like all these spheres strewn about, if it's the fact that it's so easy to screw up, if it's the glitches with the spheres, or that one enemy at the top who is just like right there just to kill you off if you try too hard. Like, you've made it all the way to the top and then he just kills you in an instant. Like, what the hell? Ugh. That enemy was deliberately put there. We all know it. We all know he was deliberately put there. Seriously, I am so pissed off. I have nothing else to say right now. Oh, God. This game. This frickin' game. And there's still one last thing of some merit to mention. And we will get there soon enough. You know, I just like how Ardy can just stand in the lava when he's invincible. after taking a hit. I'm actually a little surprised that they actually give him invincibility frames, because, you know, that would have been truly masochistic if you had no invincibility time at all. Oh, and look at this! I fell again! You see, this is why I said earlier, you want to be careful using super bouncing in this corridor, because it's pretty easy to screw up a super bounce and just fall, like, several spheres down or something. It's a miracle that I got this far without falling to my death. And yet I still die on the enemy. Frickin' A. You know, this is kind of one reason why I like to call this stage and the next 3 the 4 trials. Because literally you gotta go through like 4 different trials of patience in order to make it to the final boss. And this is only the first one. The others are not as bad time-wise. I get through them relatively fast, actually. This is just the one chamber in the entire game that I think I spend more time in than any other level in the game. I don't even think I spent as much time trying to figure out the final boss. No, I don't think I took anywhere near as much time. Oh well. Here we are for another... I'm only gonna say 13 minutes. Yeah, 13 minutes. That's what my timer says. We got 13 more minutes of this crap, and I've already kind of used up most of the stuff I've been meaning to talk about. Gotta be here somewhere, though. Hold on, was that... I don't know. Was that the situation I was mentioning? The one you can't possibly succeed at? No, I don't think it was. Never mind. I'm gonna keep waiting. It's more obvious at some point. There's a point where it just becomes painfully obvious how bad this thing gets glitched up. It'll be coming. Trust me, it will. It will. Trust me. One of these days it'll come. One of these days they will come. And I will fall on a platform by some miracle. You see, half of it is not even just making sure you land on the spheres. It's if you fall off the spheres, or pass through them, it's making sure you land on a platform, which they kind of move around so much as it is. This is why I really feel they set up the stage as if to make you fail. This is like the one level they said, you know, the player's been having it way too easy up until now. Let's just throw him a curveball and see how they react. Well, here's how I'm reacting. Are you frickin' happy? Because I'm certainly not. You know, I'm wondering if this is the time I made it all the way to the top. And then I make that dawning realization that I missed the enemy and I fell all the way down to get hit by one of the spheres, which can actually hurt me. That is wonderful. That is truly wonderful. Thank you, game. Thank you. Ugh. I would still like to know how Peck can fly like that, because to one extent, I kind of wish Ardy had the power to fly. Oh, here it is right here. You see this? The spheres are desynced. Instead of crossing paths at the left and right sides of the room, they cross in the very middle. Now, this isn't necessarily impossible to get through, but it's a hell lot harder because you have to have your timings even more precise. And if you're not expecting the desync to be there, which I can't really imagine you to be expecting it, period, since it's a bit of a rare glitch for them to be desynced like that, unless, like, I don't know what it is. Maybe you, like, you're off screen of one of the sets of spheres for too long, and so they don't really sync up right. But, long story short, it makes it really hard, because instead of changing off at the edges, where it's easy to see the spheres coming, you gotta take a small little leap of faith at one wall or the other, and hope that the next sphere comes out. Like, I kind of pulled it off there, as you saw back then, but it's a glitch that should not be there. So there you go. That's basically all the glitches in this level. Oh, but there's still one little dick move left by the developers. At least I'd like to think of it as a dick move. Maybe it's not a dick move. Maybe it's just something that just was there, but I think of it as a dick move because we'll get to it soon enough. We'll get to it soon enough. Maybe within 5 minutes, I'm estimating. Maybe within 1. Depends on whether or not I stop falling in lava. And getting used as a non-human pincushion. I say non-human because you know how these Americans, they don't want us calling him the unlucky man, you know. He has to be in a zoo, so he's... I don't know, would that make him an animal pincushion, I guess is the best term for it, but still, no. I wonder if I'm even allowed to say that. Would PETA get on my arse for even just implying such a term? Well, see, right there was what I was saying earlier. If you get high enough, you can kind of recover by landing on another sphere before you hit the lava. But it's still not great, because you still have to climb back up. At this point, I'm just repeating myself, because I'm like trying to make up for 30 minutes of guff and anger, and I've only got like 15... No, actually, if you condense it down, I guess only maybe 10 minutes of guff. I really should have sped this up, but no. No, we gotta show every painful moment of this. Gotta show every painful moment of this half hour. You know, I'm just glad I don't have to make up commentary for the third batch, because, oh my god. I guess I'd have more to talk about, but all the same, it's just more of the same. Me just failing over and over. Actually, come to think of it, I don't think number 15 was that bad. No, number 15 was actually pretty good. It was relatively short, still kind of dickish, but it was a good level. I actually like that. That's the one of the 4 trials that I actually don't mind. Because it still comes down to memory. Heck, all of these require some memory, and to one extent, a pretty, oh, what's the term I'm thinking of here? You need to be agile, I'll say that much, because all these trials do require you to follow a bit of memory, pull off a few tricky moves, but otherwise, nothing too major. Nothing too major. So now we're climbing up the shafts here. Climbing the shafts to get up the shaft. Please, no derogatory jokes, please. I don't want to see those kind of things in the comments. And then I fall through one sphere and then slip off the edge of another. Right into the lava! Hooray! Ugh. God damn it. And then I go and jump into the sphere anyway. I need to stop jumping into death. That's just really stupid of me. I suppose it's a little late to say that now, given this is post-commentary. But all the same, it shouldn't be this hard. It really shouldn't be this hard. In fact, I'm still kind of throwing up a what the hell for making me have to climb so many spheres just to get up this corridor. Like, really? I guess it's not like they're giving us a ladder to climb. I mean, that'd be too easy, but, you know, it could be a normal platforming challenge and not just climb the whole column of spheres. I mean, this is just tedious. This isn't really... I can't really call this... Technically, it's platforming. I just don't know whether to call it good platforming. Because, see, I think I passed through another sphere head. And there's always that risk, trying to catch the next sphere down, because you'll take a hit. And I think that was actually one of the higher ones up, so maybe I was wrong. Actually, I was wrong. It's just so damn tricky! How these spheres, how they operate, the programming on them is so... Ugh. God damn it. Well, we're almost there. I'll say that much. God damn it, though. God freaking damn it. What a frickin' trial, pain, and torture this is. Seriously, I don't even think the final boss was this tedious. I mean, don't get me wrong, the final boss is tedious as hell. But this is definitely the worst stage of the game. Time-wise and in terms of tediousness. Like, there's nothing else I can say. I pretty much said it all. And this one room speaks for itself on... Oh, look! I think it's done that thing again where it's desynced. It has! It... I hate this room. I totally hate this room. Can I just get out of here, please? I'm begging my past self to hurry up and get the hell out of here, because I'm pretty sure I'm getting mad with the stage. The viewers, are getting mad with this stage. Let's just get it over with. Come on, climb those spheres. Yeah, that's right. That's right. There we go. Now we're getting up these spheres again. And this time I have Peck, so I can take a hit. So we're making progress again. But will I succeed? Will I make it up to the final platform? Well, we will find out soon enough. There's that enemy, which means we're within, like, 3 spheres of the top. In fact, here's the final sphere, and I can't clear the jump. This is the worst part of it right here. If I haven't said it before, you have to climb this entire shaft, pretty much with normal jumps, just to get to the top and not risk screwing yourself over. And then you get to this final sphere here, and you have to perform a super jump off it. A super bounce, I mean. I don't care, it doesn't matter. And then you fall all the way down, because you can't just make a super jump happen. You have to jump in order to be able to charge the super jump. And then, by then, the sphere's gone flying way out from under you. You have to know that is the topmost sphere, which you can kind of tell if you look closely enough. You'll see there's no other spheres above it when you're jumping for the second to last sphere. But all the same, it comes down to memorization. You have to know this stuff is there to begin with, and you have to know you have to super bounce off that sphere in order to get to the frickin' top. If that is not the most dickish move ever, to trick you into using normal jumps to climb up, and then fool you into thinking you don't need super bounce, only to get to that topmost sphere and need super bounce to get to the topmost platform. Ugh! Why would they do that? The good news is, I'm pretty much past the end of the Soul Rage right here. Oh, maybe not, because I missed again! Can we just get this over with? Fuck! Oh, see, there it went. It slipped. Well, I don't care. I made the oath, but you know what? I don't freaking care. This deserves that curse word, because this is that bad. The good news is, this is, I believe, the one run where I do make it. By some miracle, I do not die, despite getting to the top twice and falling twice. I make it. And now we're off to the next stage. Which means next video, we'll be back to normal commentary. And I finally get to stop post-commentarying on this series. Oh, frickin' A. I'm gonna go get a soda. See you later, viewers. Fucking hell.